I could get your attention. Not like I like being out here with everybody looking at me, but I still would like your attention. Welcome to Senior Night 2020 for the Hazen boys and our People Academy Wolves. We would like to honor the seniors from the People's Wolves team. If you'll come to the center line in front of the scorer's table, we'll have a little gift for you. Number 3, Joe Bonanno. Number 24, Jacob Wilson. And number 33, Connor Barber. If I could have the parents of Hazen seniors down to the center court, please. Davisons, the Martins, and the Stacys. Hazen senior statistician, Anthony Patrick. Oh, where am I? Number 10, Cody Davison. And number 24, Stephen Martin. Congratulations. Nice job, senior. Okay, back to the hallways. We got a basketball game to play.
step into the time that in front of you. I'm sure going to the state finals is beyond your wildest dreams, so let's just keep it right there. Forget about the crowds, the size of the school, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you.
That's the undefeated Mike Baker. The officials for tonight's contest are Robert Woodard, Clyde Cook, and Mike Desatel. Starting tonight for the People's Wolves, sophomore guard number 1, Cole Grant. Senior guard number 3, Joe Bonanno. Junior guard number 10, Tamarat Tomlinson. Junior guard number 12, Charlie Veets. Senior forward number 24, Jacob Wilson. And now, starting tonight for your Hazen Union Wildcats, junior guard number 5, Derek Stone. Junior guard number 11, Ethan Shotman. Junior guard number 12, Isaiah Becker. Sophomore guard number 21, Carter Hill. Senior guard number 24, Steven Martin. Before we end the singing of the national anthem, let's remember good sportsmanship. Everyone came here tonight to cheer for a team. Please keep it at that. Please stand and remove your hats. Our national anthem will be sung by members of Hazen's Select Chorus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the waters red with the hopes bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. Tonight we have the final game of the regular season for the boys. Tonight we have the visiting crosstown rival People's Academy Wolves and your Hazen Union Wildcats. So I was just talking to Leaf before the game started, folks, and this Hazen and People's Academy rivalry dates back to 1912.
1912. That's back when they called it Hardwick Academy. That was a long, long time ago.
It was. Jake Wilson and Carter Hill do the jump ball. And Wilson wins the jump ball. That's back to Grant. Grant kicks it over to Veet. Veet's going to push it up. Now Veet looks to Bonanno. Bonanno to Grant. Grant over to Veet. Veet tried to look inside Wilson. He does. Ooh, Bonanno. Oh, nice pass over to Tomlinson. Tomlinson float piece, no good. Ooh, Wilson gets the rebound. It's back out to Tomlinson. Tomlinson over to Grant. Grant with it. Grant with the right hand dribble. He's picked up by Little Shopper. That's over to Charlie Veet. Veet over to Tomlinson. And it's gonna go towards, it's gonna go the way of the Wildcats, Griff. Hey, I could say way of the Wildcats and way of the Wolves tonight. Came up with that when the PA girls came to town. So Baker brings it up. Baker over to Hill. Hill still with it. Hill spins. He goes out to Martin. Martin gets trapped by Grant and Wilson. That's back out to Hill. Hill up top, Shopland. Shopland over to Baker. Baker out to Sauls. Sauls with it. Sauls fires a skip pass over to Carter Hill. Carter Hill takes it inside, spins to the rim, throws up a pump fake, and then gets it to go. Carter Hill, you know, Griff, that's a move that Carter uses all the time, but he always gets to finish with it.
Yeah, classic Carter Hill. He's always guarded by somebody who's taller than him, but he still gets around him.
Yes, indeed. Tomlinson with it. Tomlinson bounce pass over to Grant, almost picked off. And it is a backcourt. Griff, I wasn't sure if that was a backcourt or not, but they did indeed call it a backcourt. That's inbounded to Baker. Baker's going to push it up. That's over to Sauls. Sauls with it. Sauls to Shopland. Shopland to Baker. Baker inside. Dumps it into Little Shopper for the basket. Griff, that was a tremendous pass there by, I believe, Isaiah Baker.
Yep, it was Isaiah drove in, made a really nice clean pass at the end.
That was a nice cut by Ethan Shopland, too, to get open right there for that layup.
Yeah.
Tomlinson with it now. It's knocked out of bounds by White, so the Wolves are going to keep possession. Here the PA faithful getting into it, Griff. That's over to Wilson. Wilson to Bonanno. Bonanno takes it inside. That's a nice drive. He's going to get fouled in the paint. You know, Griff, it's very seldom that you come in this gym and you see this many people.
It is packed in here. Crosstown rivals, like you said. People's Academy only about a 20-minute drive away. And it's the last game of the season. Everybody's really excited for the playoffs.
Yes. They've been waiting eagerly all season for the playoffs as Bonanno steps to the foul line. Eyes the basket, no good. Bonanno eyes into his second one. That one's up. That one's good. Bonanno hits his second free throw. It's up to Little Shopper. It's up no good. Little Shopper gets his rebound. Griff, that is a tough finish by Little Shopper. Let me tell you something.
Big offensive rebound in amongst the trees. Made it anyway.
Through contact. It's going to stay People's Academy ball. That's into Tomlinson. Tomlinson's going to attack Derek Sauls. It's over to Bonanno. Bonanno inside to Wilson. Ooh, Wilson, that was a nice pass to Joe Bonanno. Griff, you got to like passes like that, especially from big guys.
Yeah, that was a very nice pass. Good cut.
Was really good cut by Joe Bonanno, too. Foul before the shot. Hazen ball underneath. Oh, that's a shooting foul, Griff. I thought that foul was on the floor. So Sauls is going to head to the line for two. Sauls hits his first free throw. Oh, Sauls misses his second. Sunk his first, missed his second. That's up to Bonanno. Bonanno picked up tight by Sauls. That's out to Jake Wilson. Wilson over to Veet. Veet, nice bounce pass over to Tamarat Tomlinson for three, up no good. Stephen Martin hauls in the board. It's up to Derek Sauls. It's picked up on the double team. Now that's over to Baker. Isaiah Baker up no good. Veet with the rebound. Now Veet's going to push it up. Ooh, almost loses it. It's up to Wilson, and he loses it out of bounds. So Hazen Wildcats are going to get the ball back. Stephen Martin inbound. Martin inbounds to Isaiah Baker. Pushes it up. He kicks over to Martin. Martin inside. Ooh, Griff, that was a very risky pass, but it worked out.
Yep.
And you see Carter Hill went for the nice lefty scoop finish. Oh, and a reverse by Charlie V. That is a thing of beauty right there, Griff. Any kid that can do a reverse off the glass, little spinneroonie.
That's a tough shot.
Was indeed. Takes a very good finisher to make a shot like that. It's over to Sauls. Sauls with it now. Sauls tried to look to Baker, couldn't find him. He's going to go out to Martin now. Martin back to Hill. Hill's going to hang on to it for a second. He fires it over to the little shopper. That's over to Martin. Right to Baker. Baker to Shoplin for three. Up, no good. Wilson with the rebound. He goes up to Bonanno. Oh, Joe Bonanno loses it, dove for it, tried to tip it back into the hands of the Wolves, but tipped it a little too hard out of bounds. Baker brings it up now. Screen by Martin. It's over to Carter Hill. Three up, three no good. Bonanno's going to pull down the board, and he throws it away. Little shopper tipped. Now travel call, Griff.
Apparently on Stephen Martin, he took some steps.
Yep. And now Jaden Baker comes in for a little shopper, and Tyler Revard in for Stephen Martin. Was the travel on Stephen Martin, Griff?
I think so. I think when he caught it, he apparently, allegedly, did not get the ball down in time before he took too many steps.
That's over to Bonanno. Bonanno out to Tomlinson. He'll fire a three. That one's up no good. Baker gets the rebound. You know, Griff, for a 5'9" guard, Isaiah Baker hauls down a lot of boards.
He's very smart. Always in the right place at the right time. Played a lot of basketball in his young career here.
So, not sure who came off. Oh, okay. So Dylan Lemaire came in for Tamarat Tomlinson, and Chandler Follansby comes in for Jake Wilson. And a traveling call on Derek Sauls. Grant to inbound. Grant's going to inbound it towards Hazen's press. That's over to Bonanno. That's over to Grant. Grant with it, screened by Follansby. He tries to dump it inside to Follansby, who's tripped. I tell you, one thing I know, oh, that foul will be on Jaden Baker, by the way. And you know, one thing I know about Chandler Follansby is he's a very tough kid, Griff.
Good, yeah, you got to be if you're going to be playing the People's Hazen game.
Oh, yeah. Although it also helps when you're a soccer player as well. Bonanno gets the rebound off the layup missed by Isaiah Baker. Out to Veet. Veet's going to try a three. No good. Baker with the Isaiah with the rebound. He's going to push it up. He goes to Derek Sauls. Sauls out to Isaiah. He's picked up by Bonanno. Tries to launch a deep three. No good off the rim. It's up to Grant. Grant fakes. Goes out to Veet. He'll try again. He hits that one. Charlie Veet. Tickled the twine, yes sir. So second three for Veet, that one's good. Oh, and a block inside by Chandler Follansby. He blocks Carter Hill. That's over to Bonanno. Bonanno steps into a three, why not? He hits, oh, he does not hit it. I thought he hit it, Griff, I misspoke.
It looked like it was going in.
It did. Jaden with it. Jaden over to Sauls. Sauls to Isaiah. Isaiah takes it inside. Nice spin off the glass. Bucket and a bruise for Isaiah Baker. That was a great take to the rim, Griff, and an even better finish.
Yeah, they are guarding his three-point shots pretty tightly. But
that foul.
Sorry, yeah, lets him go to the basket pretty easy
Yeah.
when they're guarding him outside so hard.
That foul is on Cole Grant for the Wolves, his first, and Sawyer Beck checks in for him. Baker's free throw up, and it's good. Griff, you could pretty much count on it every time Baker's at the line.
recall, used to regale us from some tales of the free throw shooting contest he used to run. And yeah, Isaiah was very good.
Yep. That's over to Follansby. Follansby takes it inside, looks over to Beck, back out to Bonanno, almost loses it. That's the good hands of a baseball player right there. Lemaire's gonna try a three. No good for Dylan Lemaire. Rebound down by the Wildcats. Now Baker's gonna push it up. Baker, step back three. You bet. Isaiah Baker, step back three, Griff, and he cans it.
Yeah, that's a pro level play.
That is a beautiful step back. That's good defense too, Griff. Sometimes the better shot beats the good defense. Oh, Griff, did you see when Lincoln Mitchell came in?
I didn't see it, but
he certainly did not. He is out there. So Chandler Follansby is going to take it inside for the Wolves, draw the foul on Lincoln Mitchell. He picks up his first, so Follansby's headed to the line for two. Chandler Follansby, Griff, is a freshman for the People's Academy Wolves.
Good for him. Yeah, good for him. It looks like on the roster here we got a lot of youth, a lot of young players.
Let's see. PA has 2 sophomores, 2 freshmen, and 5 juniors.
Yeah, we just had senior night festivities before the game, and Hazen only had 2 seniors, and Peoples only had 3.
Yep.
So,
and I've seen both of these teams have up to 8 seniors at a time.
Yeah, depending on the year, yeah.
Yep. Ooh, now Nate Piangerelli, who checked in for Derek Sauls. Follansby hit a second free throw. Gosh, Griff, I totally forgot to mark that down. Baker with it. Baker, a little float piece, good. Griff, Isaiah Baker makes some incredibly tough shots.
Yeah, as if the step back threes aren't hard enough. I think that's probably even harder, but he made it look pretty easy.
Taking it in on the... Oh, Bonanno hits the top of the backboard at the buzzer. It's no good, so at the end of the first, it's a 15-9 lead for the Hazen Wildcats. We'll take a second to thank our sponsors, Morse Insurance, 472-5721, serving Hardwick since 1879. Hey, this is Liz's favorite, but she's not here, Griff. And Jasper Hill Farm, 533-2644, best cheese in the world. HCTV Channel 16 is moving to Channel 1080. You can view us on both channels for now, but by May 2020, we will be HCTV Channel 1080. Griff, what am I going to say now when we have Morse Insurance? What am I going to say, Leafs older than Morse Insurance?
I don't know. 1897 was a long time ago.
Was. Said you always have to get out the calculator with Liz, though. You never know. So, Griff, I'm interested to see if we will end up seeing Cody Davison tonight.
Yeah, Cody Davison, superstar senior player for the basketball team and the soccer team, has been plagued with injuries for the last couple of years here. He's trying really hard to get on the court and on the field as much as possible.
He played most of the soccer season.
He did. He played most of the soccer season and then re-injured that same injury
during basketball season.
So we've missed him a lot here. I know he's a tough kid. He really wants to get on the court. Sports is really important for him.
And I saw he had his jersey and stuff on the bench, and he warmed up tonight. So I do think that Aaron Hill may have a little trick up his sleeve. That's knocked out of bounds, and PA is going to get the possession. But yeah, so Griff, I guess only time will tell if we will see Cody Davison play or not tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed like he was walking okay, which is always fantastic to see. But walking and playing basketball are 2 separate things. T. Tomlinson's going to hang on to the ball. Oh, it's stolen away by Revard. That foul will be on Dylan Lemaire, his first foul for the People's Wolves. So Baker's bringing it up. Baker over to Piangerelli. Piangerelli to Jaden Baker. That's over to Mitchell. Mitchell to Revard. You see Hazen's got both their big guys in there. And a step left three by Baker. No good off the front of the rim. Lemaire hauls down the board. He goes over to Beck. Beck takes it up. Follansby with it. He goes over to Tomlinson. Oh, Tomlinson, risky pass inside to go to Follinsby. Oh, and they almost steal it from Baker, but that is a task in itself, Griff.
Yeah.
Oh, and a block by Chandler Follinsby, Griff. I think I heard a little bit of a slap there as well.
A lot of big basketball players hanging out underneath the basket fighting for that one.
And Griff, you could tell Little Shopper comes in for Jaden Baker, Charlie Veet comes in for Tamarat Tomlinson. And Jake Wilson comes in for Sawyer Beck. So Griff, you can tell what I was going to say before. Chandler Follinsby for the Wolves is about around the same height as Lincoln Mitchell and Tyler Revard. Follinsby is 13, by the way, Griff.
Number 13 for Peoples. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Set to Follinsby. He'll try a three. No good. Wilson tried the rebound, didn't get it. Oh, Isaiah Baker, he'll try a three. Oh my God, Griff.
Yeah.
This is insane.
It's pretty good. You know, I think he knew he was kind of on a 4-on-5 and he wasn't really going to be able to get anything going anyway.
Yep.
So he made a little move. He had a teammate who was on the floor, not up into the offensive zone yet. So just went for it. Hit it.
Yep, and now a traveling violation call on Joe Bonanno. By the way, for those of you longtime listeners, Joe Bonanno's brother and sister were star athletes at Stowe as well. His sister was a 1,000-point scorer at Stowe.
At Stowe, huh? Cool.
Yep. Bonanno tips it out of bounds. Revard to inbound. Goes over to Piangerelli. Piangerelli to Baker. Baker to Piangerelli. Oh, Piangerelli. Is that a backcourt, Griff?
That was a backcourt. Yep, looks like Nate nutmegged Little Shopper.
Yep. Save that for the soccer field, Nate.
Couldn't connect on the pass there.
Carter Hill checks in for Lincoln Mitchell and Derek Sauls in for Nate Piangerelli. Griff, I must have missed a basket for the PA Wolves. I only have 7 points on my sheet. And now Carter Hill tries a three, that's no good. Rebound down by Follinsby. Griff, do you recall who scored?
I don't. Was it? Nope, no clue. That's all right. We can go and get it cleared up at halftime at the scorer's table.
All right, sounds good. That's into Grant. Right over to Wilson. Stolen away. Follinsby steals it right back. Nice fast break play by Bonanno. I know who that one was, Griff.
Yep.
That one was indeed Joe Bonanno. So Baker's going to head to the line for 2 shots. Griff, I'm pretty sure the other basket. Veet, maybe? Tomlinson? Had to be one of those two.
I don't remember. I don't know these People's Wolves players as good as you do.
Ooh, Baker missed a free throw, Griff. Put an X on the calendar. Griff, you know, I've seen a lot of people with the same shoes that Isaiah Baker has.
But are they pink?
They are pink, Griff. They are pink.
Nice. I like them. I like the pink.
I do too. Baker hits his second. Griff, I'm just going to give the points to somebody for now, and we'll get it cleared up at halftime.
Fair enough.
I'll give the 2 to Tamarat Tomlinson for now. And we'll get it cleared up at halftime. That's into Veet. Veet over to Bonanno. Bonanno up to Wilson. Wilson off the glass, good for 2. Jake Wilson with a beauty. Now Baker with it. Baker, nice little crossover. That's over to Sauls. Sauls fires it over to Hill. Hill with a right-hand dribble. Hill almost loses it. Stephen Martin retains it. That's over to Hill. Hill in the corner to Little Shopper. Ooh, Saul's almost lost the ball. Good defense there by the Wolves. Rebound down to Chandler Follansby. Follansby up to Bonanno. Look at that lane he got right there, Griff. That is one thing that Joe Bonanno is so good at. Fill in the lane for the easy finishes, Griff.
Yeah, great fast break.
Oh, and the basket and the bruise for Isaiah Baker, Griff. I wasn't sure if that one was going to roll in or not.
You know, we were talking about Cody Davison earlier. 2 years ago, Isaiah Baker wasn't making plays like that, but that's a pretty good Cody Davison impression right there.
It is indeed.
Driving to the basket, getting some contact, making the basket anyway.
Yeah, you know, Cody was fantastic at that. Still is fantastic at it. Maybe not to the level he used to be with his knee, but like I said, only time will tell if we see
Yeah, maybe he'll make an appearance.
Mr. Cody Davison tonight. Griff, I'm just saying I would be surprised if he didn't. He suited up tonight, which means he means business. It's over to Bonanno. Bonanno's trapped. What a pass! And then Follansby misses the layup. Griff, that's another thing you'll see with Bonanno. Very good passer. It's over to Saul. Saul's to Piangerelli. Oh, Piangerelli, that's a nice take to the rim. Goes up, doesn't get it. Carter Hill gets the rebound, doesn't get it. Grant gets the rebound. He goes over to Bonanno. And a block called. A block there called, Griff. That'll be on Derek Sauls.
Yep.
Mr. Sauls will pick up his first. See, Griff, off an inbound, you can go into the backcourt, apparently.
Yeah. Rules are a little weird about the backcourt, but yeah, you can go beyond the half-court line on the inbound pass.
Yes, no matter what. That's over to Grant. Ooh, Grant's going to drive to the hole. He stops and passes it back out. That's over to Veet. V with it. He's screened by Follansby. Veet tries to drive, but he gets called for the travel inside. Tyler Rivard checks in for Stephen Martin. Griff, we have seen a lot of aggressive basketball so far. Tell you what.
Yeah, Peoples versus Hazen. It's always going to get physical.
It is. Lincoln Mitchell in for Tyler Rivard.
Looks like the officials noticed that he might be bleeding.
Something like that.
Maybe got a little bit of a elbow onto the floor.
Yep. Sawyer Beck checks in for Chandler Follansby for the People's Academy Wolves. Griff, you know that happened the other night when the PA boys played at Stowe. Tamarat Tomlinson had blood on his jersey. We had to take a jersey down from the rafters and give it to him. No, I'm just kidding. We say that because a former legend used to wear that jersey, but graduated last year. So, our star center, Lou Angione.
Oh, nice.
Veet picks him up on D. That's over to Mitchell. Mitchell inside Hill. Hill out to Mitchell. Mitchell to Sauls. Sauls to Baker. Baker over to Piangerelli. Piangerelli to Mitchell. Ooh, Mitchell, that was a good cut by Carter Hill, and he missed it. Or, I'm sorry, Derek Sauls. Ooh, and Jake Wilson goes for the steal there, but he's going to pick up the foul for the Wolves. That's his second. Tamarat Tomlinson checks in for Joe Bonanno of the People's Academy Wolves. Jaden Baker to inbound. Oh, Baker inbounds it to Hill. Hill shoots it around and no good. Back with it now. Back inside to Wilson. Wilson attacks the rim, doesn't get it. Ooh. And another foul for the Wolves, Griff. I don't know. It seems like Jake went up for the block and then just got too much of the body.
Yeah, Derek Saul's made a good move to get free. Got inside.
Saul's missed it. That's Wilson's third. So he might have to take a seat for a little while, Griff.
Yep, looks like it.
Yeah. 3 fouls in the second quarter is never a good sign. Sauls will try his second. Saul's second is no good either. Derek Sauls missed them both. Cole Grant's going to get it. He's going to push it up. He goes over to Veet. Veet takes it inside, almost loses it, saves it. Out to Grant. Grant fakes it, goes over to Follinsby. Follinsby over to Tomlinson. Tomlinson faked the 3, didn't shoot it. Follinsby kind of trapped in trouble in there. Tomlinson will shoot this 3, and he'll hit that one, by gosh, Griff. Tamarat Tomlinson cannon the 3 from downtown.
Really good inside-outside ball movement there by Peoples.
Yeah. That's over to Jaden Baker, and he'll answer him back, Griff. You know, that's something you always got to watch out for with those Baker brothers.
Yeah.
As that's another thing you notice, Griff. 3 freshmen for the Hazen Wildcats on varsity, 2 freshmen for the People's Academy Wolves.
Yep.
Both the Wolves freshmen are on the floor.
Hazen's got 2 on the floor as well.
Yep. And Hazen has 1 more on the bench. Veet up top with it. He goes over to Beck. Beck over to Tomlinson. Tomlinson tries to drive inside, and he's fouled. Tamarat Tomlinson's going to head to the line to shoot 2. Derek Sauls will pick up his second. Oh, Griff, you see, we got a whole plethora of subs coming down to the table. Oh, never mind, Nate's coming back. Griff, it's always good to see Tyson Davison check in the game this early.
Yeah, Tyson Davison, he's been getting some more minutes lately.
He has.
And he's a JV call-up.
Yeah, he's a swing player, same as Buckets Benway. They also they play both.
Yep.
As Tyson Davison comes in for Derek Sauls, and Little Shopper came in for Jaden Baker. That's over to Baker. By the way, Tomlinson missed both free throws. It's over to Grant. Oh, I'm sorry. Over to Hill. He was guarded by Grant. Griff, foul called there on Chandler Follinsby.
On Follinsby, okay. We thought that was on. We thought that was going to be on Tomlinson, but it was not.
It was on Follinsby, and then was that Baker that shot the free throw?
It was Carter.
Carter missed it. Tomlinson throws it away. Baker brings it up. Baker over to Davison. Davison to Hill. Hill to Mitchell. Mitchell to Davison. Davison inside to Hill. No good. Oh, Chandler Follinsby using his soccer skills right there, using his head on that one. It's out to Beck. He's going to try a 3. Yes, sir! Sawyer Beck, the freshman, hits the 3. As you see, the fadeaway there by Isaiah Baker doesn't go. So at halftime, a 25-21 lead for the Hazen Wildcats, and we'll be back with all your action from the second half.
Okay. All right.
Time to get your tickets ready. Before we have our drawing, the Hazen Athletic Department would like to thank our sponsors for supporting Wildcat basketball. Our first drawing is sponsored by Hardwick Village Restaurant and Smith's Grocery in Greensboro Bend. 2 tickets. First person to make 2 3-pointers wins either a $10 gift certificate to the diner or a large pizza from Smith's Grocery. First ticket, 6271. 6271. And 6180. 6271. 6180. Once, twice. 6161. 6161. 6129. 6129. 6239. 6239. 6393. 6393. 6111. 6111. Hey, Ivan and Robbie, you want to do this? Come on. No. I want Ivan and Robbie. All right, first one to make two. Ready? Go. Robbie, you want the 20 seconds? Okay. Robbie, we're gonna give him 20 seconds. If he can make two in 20 seconds, he can take both of them home. James, you cannot rebound. Set. Go. Ten seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, Robbie. Second drawing is sponsored by the Oil Valley Ford. One ticket, you get 2 shots from the center circle or the half-court line, wins you $100 cash. 6358. 6358. I'm gonna keep calling until somebody jumps at me. 6255. 6255. 6070. 6070. 6237. 6237. 6207. 62. Nice try, Dustin. Our last drawing is 50-50. It is worth $110. All right, for $110, 245080. 245080. Enjoy the second half.
HCTV, channel 16 on your cable dial is changing to channel 1080. Switch over now, as the change will go into effect by May 2020. HCTV, channel 16 on your cable dial is changing to channel 1080. Switch over now, as the change will go into effect by May 2020.
All right, folks, we are back here with the action from the second half. We're about to take you to the inbound. Cole Grant is going to inbound for the People's Academy Wolves. As we saw, Griff, a very action-packed first half of basketball.
Absolutely.
That's into Tomlinson. Tomlinson brings it up. He goes over to Grant. Grant over to Bonanno. Bonanno inside. What a find into Cole Grant. Told you, Griff, he's a very good passer in his own right.
Yep.
Griff, I never checked with the scorer's table. That is okay. Oh, and Tamarat Tomlinson. So, Griff, that would put him at 8 unofficially. Is that a 2 or a 3?
Looks like that was a 3, actually.
That's true. Wasn't sure there. Hill over to Baker. Baker will try and answer back with one of his own. Doesn't get it. Little Shopper gets the rebound. It's off Derek Sauls, and the Wolves are going to get it back. into Grant. Grant over to Veet. Veet's going to bring it up. Veet over to Grant. Follansby takes it inside. Scoop off the glass. Good to go. Chandler Follansby, the freshman, with a nice little finish. And a foul by Joe Bonanno. He picks up his second for the People's Academy Wolves. Wait, Griff, why is he shooting?
Don't know what the wait is for. I guess.
Was it a shooting foul?
I think the refs were trying to decide if he was shooting or not. It looks like he was shooting. Looks like it was a layup attempt.
Yep, Baker hits his first. Baker hits them both. Now Bonanno to bring it up. Bonanno kicks over to Veet. Bonanno to Veet past half court. Oh, stolen away by Little Shopper. Oh, so Griff, the foul is going to be on Tamarad Tomlinson here.
Yeah, trying to get that steal in the back court there.
A little funny there, Griff. That foul could have gone either way. Could have been an offensive or defensive. Baker with it. He goes over to Rivard. Rivard to Sauls. Sauls to Hill. Hill to Rivard. Rivard to Little Shopper. Little Shopper to Hill. Hill back to Sauls. Sauls to Little Shopper. Little Shopper to Baker. Baker inside, it's no good, and Grant hauls down the board. That's going to go back to Tomlinson. Tomlinson's going to push it up. It's over to Cole Grant. Three out, three good! Cole Grant. And Griff, why the PA crowd just erupted there is because Cole Grant doesn't shoot the ball very often. So Green's going to get it back. They threw it away. Sauls tried to save it, and it went out of bounds. Bonanno to inbound. It's into Tomlinson. Tomlinson back to Bonanno. Bonanno over to Tomlinson. Tomlinson back to Bonanno, and he breaks it. It's over to Tomlinson. Tomlinson to Follansby. Follansby back to Grant. Grant to Tomlinson. Tomlinson over to Veet. Veet dumps it inside. Follansby gets it to go around the rim and in. I tell you what, Griff, for a freshman, Chandler Follansby can finish inside.
Yep.
We'd like to take a second to thank our sponsors, Morse Insurance, 472-5721, serving Hardwick since 1897, and Jasper Hill Farm, 533-2644, best cheese in the world. HCTV Channel 16 is moving to Channel 1080. You can view us on both channels for now, but by May 2020, we will be HCTV Channel 1080.
Hey, well, we got a second, James. First of all, I want to say happy birthday to you. Happy 18th birthday, James.
Thank you very much, Griff. I appreciate it.
Also want to say big congratulations to the Hazen boys JV team. Tonight was their last game of the season, and they finished the year undefeated.
20-0, Griff.
Pretty amazing.
20-0.
That's going to bode well for Hazen basketball in the future.
Griff, it seems like Mike Baker always puts together a string of good seasons for that JV team. So really praising the varsity assistant coach and JV head coach Mike Baker. That's over to Sauls. Sauls up, no good. Mitchett gets the rebound.
Looks like that was a foul.
Yep. Charlie Veet picks up his first for the Wolves.
Trying to get the rebound.
Yep.
Tough battle inside.
It is, but that's a chance you got to take, Griff.
Yeah.
You got to get that ball. It's into Mitchett. Mitchett over to Sauls. That's into Mitchell, off the glass, no good. That's up to Grant. Grant leads Tomlinson. Tomlinson through the contact, doesn't get it. That was a tough finish for Tamara Tomlinson anyways. Baker pulls it back, steps back for three. Cans it, Griff, a whistle was blown.
All right.
Is he gonna get a 4-point play attempt?
We're going to find out what happened there. It's hard to tell.
Oh, Griff, it's gonna be PA basketball, so that basket is... Oh, the basket counts, but there was a foul on Hazen, Griff.
Okay.
So Isaiah Baker's tray ball does count.
Looks like it was a foul on the box out attempt.
Yep. Derek Salas almost looked like he slapped Joe Bonanno in the face on that play.
Playing really tight defense.
He is.
Donato got the better of him there.
Salas gets his third, so you know, that's one thing you'll see with both teams, Griff, is they do play very aggressive, tight defense right in your face all night long.
Yeah, trying to get turnovers, especially in the backcourt like that, just translates to easy buckets.
Yeah, and trying to break the press too, or Hazen in their press, trying to get the ball back. So Bonanno with it now. He goes over to Follinsby. Follinsby back to Grant. Grant over to Veet. Veet over to Follinsby. Follinsby over to Grant. Grant back to Tomlinson. Tomlinson to Follinsby. Grant looks. Back over to Follinsby. Follinsby, nice pass into Bonanno. Off the glass, no good. That was a beautiful spin cut by Joe Bonanno.
Yep, absolutely.
Isaiah Baker takes it inside through the contact. Shooting two. So Cole Grant picks up his second foul tonight for the People's Academy Wolves. Baker's first free throw up and good. So Griff, like I said, Tamara Tomlinson has an unofficial 8 points. He has at least 5. He has at least 5, but I gave him 2 because I thought it was him that scored him and I wasn't sure.
Gotcha.
So he has an unofficial 8.
All right.
We'll just say he has 8.
Had a good game so far.
Yes. Grant over to Follinsby. Follinsby inside. Oh, out to Tomlinson, and it's out of bounds. Turnover for the People's Academy Wolves. Wolves are going very fast-paced right now. They got to settle down. Baker brings it up. Baker over to Mitchell. Out to Piangerelli. Rebound, and he's called for the travel. So the Wolves are going to get it back. Jake Wilson checks in for Chandler Follinsby for the People's Academy Wolves. Jaden Baker is going to come in for Lincoln Mitchell, so we got the Baker Bros on the court. Griff, no sign of Cody Davison yet, but there's still a lot of game left to play.
Tough defense by Nate Piangerelli there.
It is. I thought it went off Nate Piangerelli, but it's kind of hard to tell from this angle. But a call that could have gone either way. But very tight defense by Piangerelli and the Wolves. You know, like that's what you see all night long. When Hazen gets into that press, they're up in your grill all night long.
Yeah.
Isaiah in the backcourt goes over to Jaden. Jaden out to Piangerelli. Piangerelli to Revard. Revard to Hill. Hill to Isaiah. Oh, Isaiah. 3 is up. It's no good. They go out to Jaden Baker. He's going to try one. He won't hit it either. Hill gets the rebound again. And a foul called. Oh, Griff, and Tamarat Tomlinson's going to pick up his 3rd foul for the Wolves. Griff, another play that's kind of hard to tell, you know what I mean? They have a better angle at it than we do.
Yeah. You can play a really good defense,
But
be
sometimes
in a
the
straight up
shots-
position, arms straight up, standing your ground and everything. But if you hit the guy on the arm, then they're usually going to call foul for that.
Yep.
So
Normally if it's with just the body, Griff, you'll get away with it. But
Yeah.
normally if it's just a bump with the body. Oh, a nice long pass up to Wilson. I guess that's one way to break the press. That's up to Bonanno. Bonanno inside Wilson. Wilson, oh, nice backdoor pass to Tomlinson, and he loses it. And a full timeout now for the People's Academy Wolves. So we'll take a second to thank our sponsors. Sponsored by sponsors Morse Insurance, 472-5721. Serving Hardwick since 1897. And Jasper Hill Farm, 533-2644.
Oh, James, what do we got going on over here?
I don't know. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I was just in the middle of reading our sponsors, and I hear the Hazen faithful tonight going to wish me a happy birthday. So thank you very much to them. I appreciate it.
That's pretty generous for a kid who goes to People's.
It is, especially when Peoples is in town too. So
Yeah.
something you don't see every day. At Jasper Hill Farm, 533-2644. Best cheese in the world. I didn't even get I had to re-say Jasper Hill Farm because I was in the middle of saying it and then started singing happy birthday. Wasn't expecting that, Griff, but I'll take it.
All right.
Good to see that I'm well liked in 2 communities at least.
That's
so.
right.
Good to see I'm well liked in the Hazen community and the PA community. So that's a good thing. Revard to inbound. It's a 34-31 lead for the Hazen Wildcats. 2:31 left to play in the 3rd. Baker brings it up. Baker, he's picked up by Tomlinson. That's out to Piangerelli. Piangerelli out. Oh, stolen away by Veet. Veet's going to pick it up. He's going to take it all the way to the rim where he's fouled. So, Griff, I believe Veet's going to be shooting 2.
Yeah, it looks like it. Piangerelli kind of hit him as he was going up from behind.
Yep, I'm pretty sure Nate was just trying to go up and try and block the shot, just contest it, put some pressure on it, but he got too much of the arm, I think, of Charlie Veet.
Yeah.
And Veet's going to hit the free throw. Hits them both. Baker with it. Baker over to Little Shopper. Little Shopper takes it inside. That's good D by the Wolves, though. Revard, if he had made that, Griff.
Tough to tell. What was the call there? Was that a jump ball?
Griff, he kind of clapped his hands. What does that mean?
I don't know, but looks like a jump ball because they're taking the ball out of bounds.
Yep. What?
Now, this is a foul away from the ball.
Oh, Charlie V picks up his 2nd foul for the Wolves. I didn't really see what happened, Griff, so I can't give any input on that.
I think he was battling against Tyler Revard there, trying to deny the ball.
It's inside to Choplin to Hill. And Carter Hill travels. He got trapped in the paint there, Griff. Around 3 People's Academy defenders surrounded him.
That's tough.
It is.
Tough call.
Bonanno rolls around the defense. He's going to try and push it up. And he's fouled. That's the 3rd foul for Jaden Baker. Lincoln Mitchell's coming in for Carter Hill. Grant to inbound. Grant goes way back to the 3-point line to Bonanno. Bonanno's going to bring it up. That's over to Grant. Grant over to Tomlinson. Tomlinson to Bonanno.
like a foul on the mini shopper.
Little Shopper picks up the foul, his first of the night. So Griff, Little Shopper stayed out of foul trouble tonight.
That's good. Shopper and Derek Sauls, they're kind of these aggressive, turnover-inducing players, and if they can stay out of foul trouble, it really kind of gives them a little bit more power out there.
Yep, but Sauls has been in foul trouble tonight. It's over to Wilson. He's going to launch a deep 2, up and no good. Isaiah's going to push it up. Isaiah's going to try attacking the rim. He stops, pops, gets it. Griff, that is an incredibly tough shot. There is not a lot of players that can just stop and pop like that and knock it down.
There's a lot of body control.
It's over to Veet. Veet back to Tomlinson. Tomlinson. Assist to the ref there, Griff. Keeping it in bounds.
So, it looks like there was a steal attempt, bounced off the ref, so the ball stayed in bounds.
And then Bonanno takes it inside, gets called for the travel, so now Hazen's going to get it back.
So some good D by Hazen there.
Yep, was good D. It's over to Lincoln Mitchett. Griff, we have not seen Lincoln Mitchett, I don't even think, shoot a 3-ball yet this season.
I'd like to see it.
I would. I would too. It would be nice to see Lincoln Mitchett pop a tray ball and knock it down. Revard's hit a couple, so.
Yep.
Tight defense by the Wolves, trying to get up in their face, trying to cause a turnover. Oh, Griff, I thought Mitchett might have shot one right there. Little Shopper. 3 up, no good. Little Shopper.
At the buzzer.
Lincoln Mitchett at the buzzer knocks it down. So at the end of the third, it's a 38-33 lead for the Hazen Union Wildcats.
Wow. That was very impressive. That was, Lincoln did a lot on that play. You mentioned, he hasn't shot a 3, but he was out there with the ball. He's making the curls, making the cuts. Good ball movement.
Griff, do you see what's going on over there by the student section?
Uh-oh, what do we got?
Got to zoom in on that action, Griff. I don't know either of those kids. I can't really tell.
Got a kid on some of the kids' shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
And then he made a good pass out to Ethan, and then made a tough rebound and a tough bucket right before time expired. So great play by Lincoln there.
Very, very. Lincoln is a very smart player.
I think so. I think he's definitely shown in the soccer field that he is a smart player. They trusted him with a central defense role, even though he's only a freshman. And he is tough underneath. Makes good passes and stuff, though, too.
He does. He was very tough on the soccer field, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
That kid could take a hit, I tell you. Still can take a hit. It's not could. He didn't lose the ability to take a hit. Still has it. He is a tough kid. So PA to inbound. Tomlinson inbounds to Grant. Grant rolled right around the defense. Slipped into the backcourt to pick up the ball. It's over to Tomlinson. Tomlinson over to Veet. So Little Shopper is going to pick up his second. Derek Solis checks in for Isaiah Baker. So Griff, Little Shopper got his second.
Okay.
Bonanno to inbound. Bonanno to Tomlinson. Tomlinson to Grant. Grant over to Bonanno. Bonanno over to Follansby. Tried to bounce it out to Tomlinson, and Solis pokes it away. Can't make a pass like that on the Wildcat defense.
No, that's Derek. Always trying to get a steal.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't quite come up with it, but it broke up the pass.
Derek will get right in your face, too. Not afraid.
So out of bounds on the inbounds pass. Could not get it in.
Yep. Veet tried to keep it in, but couldn't quite. It's over to Jaden Baker. Oh, I can just say Baker. I forgot Isaiah just came off. It's out to Mitchell. Mitchell to Shopland. Shopland out to Revard. Revard to Baker. Baker back to Revard.
I like this Jaden Baker versus Grant matchup. It's pretty equal in height.
Oh, almost poked away by Veet. Now Saul's with it. Saul's looks inside to him. Mitchell with a pump fake, and he's blocked by Follinsby. Follinsby gives it to a guard. So Griff, this may be the last opportunity we get to see Cody Davison. In the game, at least.
Yeah.
Veet for three, and he hits it. Charlie Veet hits the three. That shot's up and no good. Tomlinson with the rebound. He is guarded very, very tightly by Derek Sauls. That's what we were just talking about. Oh, look at this, Griff. Mitchell's going to come up past half court. Griff, Lincoln came up there in a guard spot.
Yep.
That's the versatility of Lincoln Mitchell.
He is pretty quick.
He is. You saw that on the soccer field as well. Lincoln very fast on defense.
Good closing speed.
Ooh, that's over to Grant, and he keeps it. It's out to Bonanno. Bonanno up off the glass. Good for two, Griff. And Joe Bonanno is going to tie the game with that one. Sawyer Beck checks in for Cole Grant. Like I said, Griff, this is all knotted up, 38 apiece.
Yep. But Isaiah Baker has re-entered the game.
He has. And now Carter Hill has re-entered the game. He comes in for Derek Sauls. Baker to his brother, Isaiah. Or Jaden to his brother, Isaiah. Into Revard. Revard out to Baker. Griff, I think it's going to be PA ball, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know what the call was.
Griff, he went like this. Ref went like this, kind of showed his elbow.
So
he thought that Tyler Revard was throwing elbows. Aaron Hill is not happy in any way, Griff. This might be the maddest I've seen him all season.
no foul. They did not call a foul. I don't know what the call is then.
Well, I saw all I saw was the ref like point with his elbow, like use his elbow. So it was.
I don't know.
Tough call. Oh, the little shopper goes up with it and doesn't get it. It's out to Bonanno. Oh, Bonanno. Joe tried to look over to Follinsby, couldn't get it. Griff, I disagree with that call. And not just because it was called on People's Academy. I just disagree with the ball. I disagree with the call. I just think that was a block shot, but that's okay. You know, like we've been saying, refs see it differently than we do.
Yeah, they got a close-up view.
Yep.
Isaiah, you know, good on Isaiah for creating a lot of contact, though.
Did PA's coach just get a warning?
I think that is a warning, which is better than a technical.
Yeah, but a warning's still not good. Isaiah Baker's going to head to the line for two. I tell you, Griff, this kid doesn't crack under pressure.
No, absolutely not.
Griff, I didn't really hear PA's coach say anything.
Yeah, it's tough to pick up on the mic here.
It is. And Baker missed the second. Bonanno with it. Ooh, Bonanno almost gave it to Beck. It's out to Tomlinson. Tomlinson over to Beck. Beck stops, gets a jump shot, no good. It's up to Baker. Griff, I'm just not going to say anything from now on. Man. Although there's been bad calls on both ends tonight.
All right. So they call that a block on, who's number 12? For
Charlie
Vegas?
Veet.
Charlie Veet.
His fourth.
Fourth foul. And he's going to take a seat.
Yep, and Dylan Lemaire is going to check in for him. Oh, and Revard hits the free throw. Griff. Oh, and Connor Barber checks in for Chandler Follansby. You know, this is good to see, Griff, because Connor Barber is a senior, but he doesn't get a lot of playing time normally, so he's coming in, maybe getting a little more size in there.
Oh, yeah, trying to get some of these rebounds.
Revard hit them both. Oh, a good screen by Barber. Tamara Tomlinson hits the three. Griff, that was a huge three for the Wolves.
Tied up the game.
It did. And Baker tried to answer back on his own, no good. Beck gets the rebound, almost loses control. He goes back to Bonanno. Bonanno's going to take it inside, and I believe he's headed to the line, Griff. All right, Griff. Joe Bonanno.
Yep.
Joe Bonanno is going to head to the line for 2 free throws here for the People's Academy Wolves. Bonanno hits his first. Jake Wilson checks in for Sawyer Beck. Oh, and Bonanno gets the roll. Isaiah Baker over to Little Shopper. Float piece up, no good. Dylan Lemaire is going to get the rebound, take it to the other end, almost got the roll. Does not, though. Ooh, Bonanno is going to step back and try one. Joe Bonanno, oh, I'm sorry.
Full timeout by
Hazen Union.
Yep.
Joe Bonanno has pushed the People's Academy Wolf lead to 5. We'd like to take a second to thank our sponsors. Morse Insurance, 472-5721, serving Hardwick since 1897. And Jasper Hill Farm, 533-2644, best cheese in the world. Griff, PA is getting out in transition, and they are running the floor very, very well and scoring off of it.
Yeah, hit a couple of maybe 3 3-pointers here in the last few minutes that have been huge, taking a 5-point lead.
I mean, you saw it started right here when, right here on this other end of the floor when Dylan Lemaire got the steal. He took it down the court, went up for the layup, didn't get it. Joe Bonanno got the rebound, stepped back and said, why not? I'm going to let this sucker fly, and knocked it down.
Yep.
That's why we call him 3-point Bruin Joe Bonanno for a reason. So, we'll see what happens after the timeout. Revard to inbound. Revard into Baker. Baker over to Shopland. Shopland to Sauls. Sauls to Revard. Revard to Hill. Hill up, no good. As a wise John Lucier once told me, Griff, that did everything but go in.
Yeah.
You see Carter Hill doing his best baseball dive out of bounds.
Trying to get that ball.
He did.
Amongst the crowd over there.
Yeah. That's like, had to get out of the way. That's like when Shaquille O'Neal used to That's like what Shaquille O'Neal used to try and dive for balls. And I remember one time, normally your teammates, if you're going after a ball on the bench, Griff, they're going to be there to catch you. But Shaquille O'Neal's teammates used to just hop off the bench and they're like, you're on your own, man. Chandler Follersby checks in for Connor Barber. Bonanno is going to be at the line for a 1-and-1. Eyes the basket. 3 in the air, it's up and good. Joseph Bonanno hits his first free throw. Oh, Bonanno's second free throw, no good. Up with it is Baker. Baker out to Sauls. Baker still with it. Baker over to Sauls. Sauls to Hill. Over to Lemaire. Oh, I'm sorry, he was picked up by Lemaire. Oh, they called it a jump, Griff.
Yeah, I believe that is a jump ball.
Jaden Baker checks in for Ethan Shopland. And Cole Grant checks in for Dylan Lemaire for the People's Academy Wolves. Zay Baker floats it up and it's no good. Tamarat Tomlinson's going to push the pace. He slows it down though. Bonanno over to Cole Grant. Grant over to Bonanno. Bonanno over to Tomlinson. You see Hazen's picking up the double teams now. Bonanno over to Follansby. Follansby back out to Bonanno. Bonanno spins around the double team. Oh, and Baker steals it. And Bonanno steals it right back. It's out to Bonanno.
Looks like we looks like our coach called a timeout here before the ball went in.
Funny thing about that, Griff. Our coach Scott Brazili did the same thing at home when we played against Lamoille, where Bonanno could have gave us some insurance on a 3.
Yeah. That's always tough, you know. He didn't think we were going to get anything out of the play.
You know, Griff, over there on the wing, that was an aggressive play because Baker stole the ball and then Bonanno hit the floor and stole it back from him.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of aggressive defense happening.
Yeah, very, very much. But I mean, in this situation, you have to. You got to get the ball.
Yep.
It is going to be PA's ball, though. Grant to inbound. Goes into Tomlinson, who almost loses it. It's over to Follansby. Follansby to Grant. Grant's picked up by Jaden Baker. It's over to Tomlinson. Ooh, Tomlinson, oh, and he loses it. It's up to Baker. Baker picked up by Tomlinson. That's over to Jaden Baker. Ooh, oh man!
Oh, tough shot.
Griff, that seems like Isaiah's had so many of those this season. That's into Wilson. Up off the glass, no good. Tuck to Grant. Griff, as we like to call that, missing a chippy. Jake out to Jake Wilson out to Follansby. Jump ball. Charlie Veet checks in for Cole Grant for the People's Academy Wolves. Nate Piangerelli in for Jaden Baker. Griff, 127 and still yet to see Cody Davison.
Yeah, I think the injury must have gotten the better of him.
Yep, even though he did warm up.
Yep. Awesome that he's a part of the team.
Yep. That's after Tomlinson. And there's a foul call. Griff, you see the Hazen Wildcats' aggressive defense. They were all over Joe Bonanno right there.
Yeah, looks like Peoples is playing a little bit of stall ball here, so Hazen's got to do something about it.
I think that's what you got to do in this situation.
Yeah.
Jaden Baker in for Nate Piangerelli. So Bonanno's going to head to the line for a 1-and-1. And Bonanno hits his first.
I'll show you something neat. Piangerelli came out, and Coach Hill had him sit right next to the scorer's table, and he took him out right after he took him, put him back in for Jaden Baker.
Yes, he took Jaden out for Nate Piangerelli.
So it looks like they're just going to swap. Well, now Nate comes in, and
he comes in for Jaden Baker.
So they're just going to swap him.
And Baker's going to sit down in the same spot.
Whether it's defense or offense, I guess, is the situation.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, because that was a foul, so Rivard is going to shoot a 1-and-1. Expecting to go back on defense, so he wants Nate back in the game.
Yep. And he missed it. Rivard missed the free throw, Griff.
Missed, and I think that must have been a lane violation as well.
I believe so. Timeout by the People's Academy Wolves. We'd like to take a second to thank our sponsors, Morse Insurance, 472-5721. Serving Hardwick since 1897, and Jasper Hill Farm, 533-2644, best cheese in the world. So we've seen an action-packed half of basketball.
Absolutely. Yeah, Hazen went into the halftime with a 4-point lead. They are down by 5 right now. We got a minute and 5 seconds left, so not a ton of time. Yeah, this is going to be a close one.
Look at that John Sperry mopping up the sweat over there. Great job. Griff, you know, sometimes I'll stick my hand under the bleachers here and find some gum there or something. It's kind of nasty.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, I mean, I guess you just never know what's going to be underneath the bleachers at Hazen.
Yeah, all us Hazen kids, we learned that very early on.
What, sticking gum under bleachers?
Oh,
I think we all did that.
Don't put your fingers under there.
Oh, yeah. And stolen by Cameron Tomlinson. Follansby's in the corner. He gets fouled. Griff, do you see that athletic ability by Tamarack Tomlinson to save that ball?
Yeah, a couple of really athletic plays in a row. One by Isaiah to get that ball, and then Tamarack to get it back.
So Follansby's going to go. So Follansby's going to head to the foul line. As that was the 4th foul for Tyler Rivard. And Follansby hits it. A weird strategy here by the People's Academy Wolves to pull out all their rebounders into the backcourt to get ready on defense.
Yep.
Their lone rebounder in there is Jake Wilson. It does not matter because Chandler Follansby hit both free throws. Baker loses it into the backcourt. Great defense by the People's Academy Wolves. Griffin, here we go. Nate Piangerelli's going to check in. As you see, offense and defensive switches.
Yep.
Nate Piangerelli's coming in. That's into the backcourt. It's going down. Tomlinson, you see, took it right into Isaiah Baker. Baker is a very good defender, fouled. Now Jaden Baker coming in for the offense. You see, that's what they're doing, Griff. You were exactly right.
Yep.
Baker and Piangerelli are switching on the offense and defensive.
They want Jaden's ability to shoot the three.
And they want Nate's ability to play defense.
That's right.
Oh my God, Griff, if he had hit that, I would have lost my mind.
That was a tough one.
Griff, he faded away almost out of bounds. 25 seconds left in the game, Griff. A 50-43 lead for the Hazen Wildcats. That foul is going to be on Jaden Baker, his fourth, sending Charlie Veet to the foul line.
Yeah, it looks like this one's slipping away for Hazen.
It is.
So, this being the last game of the regular season, you and I were looking at the Vermont Principals Association stats earlier, and it looks like Hazen will still be the #1 team.
They will,
Division
no matter
3.
what. They will be the #1 team.
You always want to win the people's game, of course, but
And Veet hits them both.
they are going into the playoffs in very good position.
Yes. Baker's three is up and no good. The PA fans are letting him have it, Griff. Stephen Martin comes out of the game for the final time of the season, Griff. Isaiah Baker's going to take a seat.
Of the regular season.
Of the regular season.
Playoffs.
Well, I think I said during the regular season, but
yeah.
maybe not.
Yeah.
Chandler Follansby gets fouled. Carter Hill picks up his first, so he is shooting 2 at the line, Griff. PA's in the double bonus. Griff, I can't believe my eyes.
What's that?
Hazen came out of this game, came out very aggressive, and then in the second half, PA just flipped it around.
Definitely, yeah. Yep.
Griff, tonight is going to be a huge win for the People's Academy Wolves.
So they're going to go into the playoffs at 11-9, I believe.
That's going to put us at a 5 seed, I believe, Griff.
All right.
As Follansby hit his second free throw. Griff, player of the game nominations. Oh, who was that? Carter Hill?
That was Carter Hill right there.
Griff, and it's a final tonight. A 53-43 win for the People's Academy Wolves. 53-46 win for the Wolves. Thank you all for joining us all season long. We will be back with your boys action from the playoffs.
HCTV, channel 16 on your cable dial to channel 1080. Switch over now, as the change will go into effect by May 2020.